I love you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do to make me stop loving you. Okay? There's no more secrets. All right? No more secrets.
No more secrets.
I'm trying to be more.
Why, Carla?
Why did we do this?
Why
to
did you
ourselves?
want? Yes. Why did you want to come back to Wedlock?
I love it. I mean, I think that it came from such an organic place in us, which is that when we first started talking about it years ago, like almost 10 years ago.
Don't say that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We were both in long-term relationships, but you had been married. I was just about to get married. And we would just talk constantly about
Our characters on Guiding Light were getting married and divorced and
over
married
and
and
over
divorced.
and over and over again.
Marriage was in the ether.
And so we would talk often about relationship dynamics, and so that kind of seemed like the easiest thing for us to create a show about. And I think that the way that we approach relationships and our chemistry as artists and as actors is very sweet and specific, but also real. And I think that's something that you don't see very often.
Yeah. And I guess after so much time, there's just a lot more story to tell. There's a lot more. And I feel like we still scratch the surface. And definitely like just wanting to go past our own comfort level. I felt like the first round of Wedlock back in 2009, dang, that was within, for the most part, I think our comfort level. But this one,
a little silly, it was light.
Yeah, and the dynamics
things that you could relate to, but not really diving into the underbelly as much.
And it was because I was still figuring out what the underbelly even is.
Yes.
And then this go around, just sitting in the writer's room with you and just creating and just feeling how uncomfortable I was. Just to have the talks we need to have just to get to like what is the episode's going to be about.
Yeah. There were some of them where we would get like really heated.
Like, oh yeah.
Because we would improv, a lot of the dialogue. And in order to do that,
we had to get in the shoes.
to really do
We had to get in the shoes. And it was like...
So sometimes you're like...
Yeah.
I'm mad at you,
And I feel like we didn't know to go there, or that wasn't our point the first go around to like really...
It was more about entertainment.
Yeah, and the sweetness of it. Whereas this round, we're like... I felt like in the other ones, which I love, we resolve things. But in this one, like things... They don't resolve all the way, and even when they seem like they do, it can come back up.
Yeah.
Like a past lover talk can happen again.
Yeah. I love the end of she's an abuser because it's so not resolved.
It's not.
And yet, they have their kind of playful moment, like, she sticks her tongue out, he makes the joke, da-da-da. But it's like...
This is still a thing.
How are we going to get past this?
Yeah.
And I think that happens so often in relationships where you're like, I hope we can make it through. And what's amazing to me is how quickly that can switch.
Absolutely.
How one day you're like,
you're great.
How
and then
could I live without this person? And then the next day you're like, just leave. Just leave as fast as you can.
All right, if she dies before me, that means I still might have another 6 years.
Right.
No, but it's like it's real, and I think with what we were trying to do with this is just really depict a real couple, and also showcase the fact that we're Black.
Yep.
And we're not cookie cutter in a specific category. We're our own people, and I think we're seeing that more on television now. And we wanted to add to that, like,
what's the story of this Black couple?
Yeah.
How do they relate?
Without having it need to fit into a thing or whatever. And then the fact that we just haven't seen a married couple on television. We've seen family shows, but just a black couple that's married just trying to figure it out. I'm like, we still haven't seen it. So
It's pretty crazy.
yeah, I'm happy because that means we get to make it.
Right.
But yeah, with this, I just felt like we latched on to something really cool, and I feel like just at Bold and the Beautiful and Roommate and everything, it was like preparing the ground for us to like, all right, let's get real.
And there was interest as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think first hearing from people over the years how much they enjoyed it,
Yeah.
asking for more episodes. And we always sort of laughed about it. And then, you know, when Brad hired us to Bold and the Beautiful,
I don't think he watched Guiding Light.
I mean,
I think he watched like, who
I
are these
called
people?
Lawrence
Wed-Locked.
because I had a, you know, an interview, and I called Lawrence afterwards, and I was like, the strangest thing just happened where they called me in, but they talked about Wed-Locked the whole time, and
I
he's like,
know.
I know, I was
I
just there a
know.
couple days ago.
And I thought that was so interesting. And it's like,
Yeah.
if Brad Bell is excited
Right.
for this thing and then wanted us to like make a version of it on his show with
Right.
Roommate, it's
There
just
must be something there, you know, and he's
Yeah.
been such an amazing cheerleader.
like, absolutely.
But yeah, and then to crowdfund.
That was a big thing because it was like people are interested. We think we have something, but crowdfunding really like showed us
It's
how many people.
solidified, you know,
care
that,
about it.
yeah, people want to see it, that they're excited about it, that they'll be literally financially invested in creating more episodes.
Yeah.
You know, so that was really exciting and extremely affirming.
Yeah, because even with the old one and this one, we were still transparent, you know, and to have people support you,
It means a lot.
and because they saw themselves in us and us in them, so it's all of our stories. So I'm excited. We had some great people on board. We had an amazing cast and crew, a very diverse cast and crew, and I'm just excited for people to see it, enjoy it, and talk about it.
Yes.
Yes.